Hey guys, what is up? It's Olivia. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a fun video. I saw Joss over at Squibblesreads do this video first, and then Lainey and Riley also did this video, and I find them so fun to watch, so I'm going to do it today as well. Today I'll be giving you guys my channel and reading goals for 2016 while doing my makeup, doing kind of a very casual get ready with me kind of style video. I am not by any means a makeup professional, or am I even really good at makeup, but I find these videos really soothing to watch and really fun, and I actually have a lot of reading goals and channel goals this year that I'm excited to share with you guys. So without further ado, enjoy seeing how this mildly well done makeup look came to be. I apologize for not looking directly at the camera because I'm in a mirror here and I can't do my makeup not looking in a mirror. I guess first off we will start with my reading goals for the year. I have a few that I was partially inspired to make based on the videos of like Lainey and Riley and Joss. One of them I'm kind of debating doing or not doing, and that is not rating books this year. I don't have a hugely strong opinion on rating books 1 to 5, but I do realize that my idea of a 1-star, 2 or 3 or 4-star book is really different from a lot of booktubers' ideas of 1 or 2 or 3 stars. And also I've been feeling lately when I go to rate a book, unless it's like a 5 or 1-star book, if it's not like on that end of the spectrum, then I find it really hard to pick out a rating. And I feel like the way I feel about certain books is a lot more complex than just like a star rating. I would like to know what you guys feel about this, because if you really value hearing my star rating of books, then I would definitely consider keeping it in the fold of like my wrap-ups. But I feel like if I give you a synopsis of the book and my opinion on the characters, the writing style, the plot, all of that, you should get enough of an idea of how I feel about that book without that star rating, especially considering you might give the book a very different star rating based on your feelings of it. But that's just kind of one idea I'm sort of having. I think what I'm going to start trying to do, unless you guys all vehemently hate this idea, is still rate books on Goodreads just for the sake of keeping it organized, but not mention the ratings in my wrap-ups. The next thing I'm doing this year that I'm super excited that I decided to do is I've set my Goodreads challenge at 1 book. This is something Lainey over at gingerreadslainey and Riley talked about, and once I kind of started thinking about that idea, I realized how much I wanted to do it. When I first discovered BookTube and was like obsessed with BookTube, so I saw a bunch of booktubers who were reading like 5, 6, 7 books every single month, who had these amazing wrap-ups, and when they didn't have a really big wrap-up, they'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm really mad I didn't read a lot of books this month, and that was what I decided I wanted to be. I was super inspired by seeing all those people, and I was like, I want to be the person who is reading just non-stop every single month. And I kind of got it into my head that that was like the way you're supposed to be a reader, I guess, and like the way you're supposed to read. I don't know. It's not inherently a negative thing, but I've realized after I started thinking about changing my challenge up that for the past 2 years that I've done my 50 books a year challenge and succeeded, it was purely motivated just by this arbitrary idea I have that I need to be reading a lot of books every single month. And through no fault but my own, I kind of started putting pressure on myself to succeed in that. Like, if I was having very slow reading for a week or 2 weeks, I would, in the back of my head, be like, you need to read this book, you need to sit down and finish it, like you're falling behind. And I'd often pick up books that I wasn't super jazzed about or really excited to read. I would just pick up these books because I knew they'd be quick reads, and I knew they would just add to my numbers for the year. And that's just not the kind of reading I want to be doing. I think it's just a really negative way to go about your reading, and I've seen that reflected in my personal feelings. I don't like feeling like I'm pressuring myself to read at a certain rate or read a certain amount. And with some resolutions I have later that you guys will see, that just kind of reading style does not gel with what I'm trying to do anymore. I haven't done a wrap-up in a really long time because I haven't really been reading a lot in a long time, and I felt super guilty about that and like really ashamed that I haven't been reading a lot for the last half of the year, and that's just stupid because there's so many other things I could be stressing about in my life that I don't want the amount that I'm reading every single month to be just another thing. So another resolution that I have that really ties into this whole reading 1 book a year kind of thing is that I want to be really deliberate in the books that I choose to read. And what I mean by this is that often when I would finish a book, immediately I'd be like, okay, what's the next book I'm going to read? Gotta pick up the next book because, you know, as a booktuber, that's what I thought I had to be doing. And I'd often pick up books that I had on my shelf or books from the library or books that I could get ebooks of online that I wasn't like really excited about reading and didn't really have a strong desire to read. I would just pick them up because I knew they'd be quick reads and that would just kind of add to my numbers, or I would just pick them up arbitrarily because they were there. So I'm really excited for next year that every time I finish a book, instead of just being like, okay, what is the next closest thing that's kind of agreeable to me, I will think about all the books that I want to read in my life, be they books that I own, be they books I don't own, and just deliberately choose what I want to read next based on the way that I'm feeling and based on how am I reading a goal with the year overall. I feel like I've picked up a bunch of books this year and last year that I didn't like and kind of had a feeling I wouldn't even really like that much, but I picked them up because everyone was mentioning them in their wrap-ups and in their TBRs and in their book tags, and I just kind of want to be part of that conversation, which is not inherently a bad thing, of course, but I'm excited this year to literally only read books that I really want to read. My goal, my overarching goal in all of this is whenever I pick up a book, I want my first thought to be, holy shit, I'm so excited to read this book. And that's not what I'm thinking. That should be something like, oh my god, I'm really excited to see what this book teaches me, or oh my god, I'm really, really curious about this book. I want to have strong feelings about the books that I'm entering into before I start to read them. There are also certain types of books I just really want to read a bit more of this year. One of them being I want to read more high fantasy. I love fantasy elements in like literally everything, in books, in movies, in television, in video games, and yet I feel like I'm not reading a huge amount of high fantasy in my life, and I want that to change. I have a Brandon Sanderson novel on my shelf, I have the first book in the Kingkiller Chronicles, and I have Clash of Kings, so those are at least 3 books I'm hoping to get to at some point this year. I also want to read more classics, and I also want to embrace my nonfiction reading more. For the past about year or so, I've been really compelled a lot more to be reading these nonfiction books that I'm very passionate about getting into, and I feel like I've let that fall to the wayside because those books take a lot longer to read, and so I hated the fact that when I picked up a nonfiction book, I could go weeks without actually finishing a book. That always stressed me out, so I kind of let that fall to the wayside. And I also, again, because when I first started BookTube, I wanted to have a great channel. I kind of felt more of a desire to read fiction because that's what people would be interested in. I want to learn from the books that I read, and there's so many nonfiction books that I really want to get more into and I really want to learn from and read, so I'm just gonna embrace nonfiction reading a lot more this year. I'm not gonna care if a month goes by and I've only read a couple of books out of some random nonfiction books that I have, and that's my wrap-up for the month. I really don't care. I feel like that's all of the reading goals that I have. I'll probably like remember some when I'm editing this video, and I hate myself for not mentioning them. So let's just jump into some channel goals that I have. I'm highlighting right now. I got no idea how to highlight. I think this is how you do it. I guess, like, do I look shinier now, or do I don't even know. I have some channel goals this year. Obviously the biggest one is consistency. I apologize for the times when I let my channel fall the wayside and I haven't uploaded a video in a while. I want to assure you guys this is not like me being lazy or me not really caring about my uploads, because I really genuinely do. There's a few main reasons why my videos often like fall behind. I live during the college year with roommates. Last semester I had a roommate who I'd only just met that semester, so I didn't really know her that well. And next semester, in the upcoming weeks, I'll be living with a girl I've never met in my entire life. So I don't really feel comfortable like with the people that I live with saying like, hey, like if they're in the room that I live in them with, like, hey, I have a YouTube channel, please leave so I can film, or be like, hey, I have a YouTube channel, I'm gonna film in front of you. So my time to film is limited by the whims of my roommates. Also, my time to film is also affected by the sunlight, because I don't really have great lighting in my room, like lighting to even see me, so I have to film when the sunlight is at least a little bit still there. And also there are some days when I'll wake up, I'll go to work, I'll go to class, I'll come home kind of late, and I will have pounds and pounds of homework to do. And I want to find a way to make BookTube more of a priority. It's just so hard to find time sometimes. This sounds like more of a rant than a resolution, but I genuinely want to tackle my BookTube making issue a lot more in the new year. I think what I'm going to try starting to do is just journal ideas all throughout the week. Sometimes I'll come home and I'll have like space and room to film without expecting it, and I won't really have any good ideas in my head. And so I think that if I journal throughout the week, anytime I get an idea or I have something I want to discuss on my channel, whenever free time pops up, I'll have all my ideas laid out, and so I'll be able to film a video very quickly and just bang them out and have stuff to edit for you guys. I guess consistency is just the main goal I have. I can't promise that it will happen, and I hate saying that, because I genuinely don't want you guys to think that I'm just like lazy with my channel. I just often find it hard to find the time to film, but I really want to this year. Another goal I have that I don't know if this will come off as like silly to you guys, I don't really know. I feel like when I watch my videos, I've definitely gotten a lot more comfortable on camera, and I'm proud of the videos that I make. I just still feel like sometimes on camera, I just feel like I seem a bit stiff. I'm hoping that in like future videos, I can do a better job of having a personality on film. I don't really know. I'm just hoping that as like time goes on and I get more creative and open with my videos, like I'll feel like I'm representing myself as best as possible. That when I watch a video, like it's who I am and I'm proud of it, and I'd be proud to show anyone and be like, yes, this is me. These are my videos. At this point in my makeup routine, I'd often do eyeliner, but I'm just filming videos today, so I think I'm just gonna go with the mascara. And also, I'm running out of goals, so we can end this makeup look a little bit earlier. Let me know down below what you guys are hoping to achieve, either in your reading or if you have a channel, what you're hoping to achieve in your channel this year. I'm really hoping that my channel become more consistent in the new year. That's like my main goal out of all the goals I mentioned in this video. But I'm also very excited about how I've changed my reading this year and how I'm planning to change it. I think it'll be good to like relieve myself of the oh fuck, I got on my eyelid. Oh, you bitch. Yeah, I'm excited to relieve myself of like undue pressure. I'm excited to really embody that mantra of like, I will only read books I'm really excited about. Also, I totally forgot to mention this. Last year, I created a little diverse reading challenge for myself. I'm hoping to get a video up about that in the near future, discussing like my thoughts on it and how it went. I'll link the original video down below. A lot of people have as their goal this year to read more diverse books, and I'm really happy to see that shining through on the booktube. It's not necessarily a main goal of mine, just because I feel like with this last year and with the years before, that's just kind of been something I've always been doing. That sounds really obnoxious. I don't mean to say it like that. I just mean that I don't really need to. I know this is really great diversity bingo challenge going around on the Twitter sphere that I saw. I don't know who created it, but I'll try and find it for you guys. I'll definitely try and pick out a few of those challenges and read them this year, because there are a lot of books on that list that I know I personally never read. But yeah, hopefully video on diverse reading will be going up soon for you guys, and we can talk about all the cool diverse books that I read this year and how I can improve upon my diverse reading in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon with another video. Mwah.